Must welcome him inside of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Coming inside of here right now, Austin-based. Who knew?
Legend.
Austin-based hybrid performance beverage brand launched here recently, bringing the world's first sparkling 20 grams protein, all of the things. We were talking about the one and only Sarvar Nazir, founder and CEO of Prox. Get inside of the show, Sarvar. Get in.
What's up? What's up?
Sarvar.
Love
We
it.
appreciate you making the time to join us, brother.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Man, tell us how did you?
Austin, Texas. That's the hub of CPG right now. I think it's the hub
Come
of
on,
CPG
baby.
world.
Come on, baby. We're in the CPG capital of the world. The innovation, bringing it to the masses.
I'm in New York City right now, but Austin's been a great hub for CPG. I mean, so many companies have grown out of there. See It, Poppy, Bloom, C4. So
right,
that's why I'm out there. But it's a pleasure to go, Chris and Colin.
And Prox is next. Man, give us background on developing this. Man, it looks like you got like everything that's good for us inside of this can with like no calories and no sugar and protein.
Crazy.
Sure. I mean, this is a classic American garage story.
Is it really?
Yeah, I formulated this product right out of my garage. Man, this was 2 years ago now. So, I mean, I think right now I'm in full marketing mode, full distribution mode. But back then it was just an idea. I was really close. I had just finished medical research at the National Institute of Health. So I had a post-baccalaureate program there that I finished. It's really close to going to medical school, but I just felt like that wasn't for me. Clinical research especially, it's very long and tedious.
Oh, yeah.
My personality type fits that entrepreneurial type, And this
I pick up that energy from you.
And this was back before the protein craze started. I wrote a little bit about this in my manifesto, but I really believed protein is a very underconsumed macronutrient. And we have three main macronutrients we consume right through food. We have carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. Fats and carbohydrates are very easily produced at mass for very cheap per calorie. Yeah. Proteins are not. And that's why the market is starting to catch up to that, by putting it into every single product. But I still believe the delivery system for protein is with energy, because that's why I started Prox, because I was consuming protein bars, energy drinks simultaneously, mixing collagen in my coffee. Steak and eggs with coffee. That's a protein energy delivery system, right?
Yeah.
And the energy, I was on a road trip and something really stuck with me. I saw this is in the middle of nowhere in New Mexico. And I saw this older man, probably 65 years old, drinking a Celsius. And that blew my mind.
All right.
At the time, people weren't drinking Celsius as much, but I was like, if this cohort is drinking caffeine like this, then people feel so tired all the time that they're consuming this caffeine. And they're drinking it everywhere at all these convenience stores and gas stations. So I was thinking, okay, there must be a mechanism and delivery system to increase protein energy consumption, just not just in powder form, but in RTD form, so it can be in convenience stores throughout the country. And I had struggled to find that. I had struggled to find that in refrigeration space. You had your Core Powers, you had your Muscle Milks. You're starting to see these carbonated protein RTDs come to the market now as consumers start to become more educated, but it's still not in the masses. You can't find it at your gas station around the corner just yet. But that's the goal, to eventually take up more refrigeration space in the energy drink section and the protein section with great tasting products. And at the end of the day, people love great tasting products and want that. And this is a use case that I'd never really thought of 2 years ago. Now with GLP-1s rising, people are struggling they again have low energy, and they struggle so much to consume protein because they have to chew on their foods, they have to chew on their chicken, chew on their meat. And we get so many reviews saying, hey, Sarvar, like your company and Prox has really helped us on our GLP-1 journey, because it's just a way to consume protein, and they get energized because they're so tired all the time. So, and that's just going to keep increasing with GLP-1s. Now you see the data on retatrutide, from Eli Lilly. That's going to completely change our society. And I think there's going to be so much more demand for this type of product. So there's some.
I agree, man.
Prox, yeah.
I
What the hell?
1,000% agree. I mean, Colin, you talk about this all the time. I
Yeah.
1,000% agree. I just love what you're doing. Period. But number
Yeah.
two, like you add on like what's happening with GLP-1s and all of the other peptides to come. I
And
mean, I feel like you're poised on the crest of this
Yeah.
zeitgeist
and
with this kind of product.
that was just an accident realizing like I had not catered to GLP-1s. And that's the beauty of growing a company is like you don't actually know who your target audience. You have an idea of who your target audience might be, but you don't know what it could extrapolate to.
Yeah.
Pilates studios have adopted our product. I mean, they're going through cases in Pilates studios in Miami and New York City, and I would have never guessed that.
Wow.
This would be like a gym bro type thing. You want caffeine, you want protein, um, and just optimizing the delivery system. But there's so many use cases. You give it cans and hands is the name of the game with beverage. I mean, now we can go to
Cans
the
and
branding
hands.
side for beverage, but in to market and brand a beverage, people need to know first of all when you look at a beverage in a refrigerator how it looks, right? When you open it, when you think of a Coca-Cola, the red, you grab it,
Yeah.
you crack it open, the smell, everyone knows that smell. You like close your eyes
Mm-hmm.
and then you take a sip of it, you know how it's going to taste like.
Yeah.
And that's the branding and marketing behind beverages. And I mean, so for every type of product, it's a little bit different. So it's really important for beverage for people to grab the cans and drink it. And they're probably not going to buy it just by looking at it. You have to get them to try it, right? To try these products. So
Cans and hands.
that's right. I'll give credit to I bumped into the Ghost CEO randomly in New
Oh
York
yeah,
City.
yeah, yeah.
I recognized him. Dan, he's because you start to research every beverage founder, you dive into it. I randomly recognized him on the street and we spoke for maybe 2 minutes before he was going to the airport. He was like, Sarvar, cans and hands is the name of the game. That's how you have to brand it. And those three words like really stuck me like, huh, why? Sure. But then you realize, yeah, with every beverage, that's how you think of them. You need to be able to consume it. And that's how you build the memory structures of the brand. If that makes sense.
Taste.
Could you
Yeah.
also talk a little bit about how much you've tied, the quality, the science backing, the third party testing? Because I would say this is one of the smartest things that I've seen in e-commerce. Period. I think more companies need to be doing this, and I think it is so smart how you're doing this. Could you walk me through that thought process?
Yeah. So formulating we are NSF. We're, I think, the only carbonated protein that's NSF certified. It was very
Yeah.
important for me
Wow.
to source our ingredients very well because right now um, I'm getting a minor surgery. For example, this is just an example. I'm getting a minor surgery, and for anesthesiologists are telling people, hey, you can't consume any whey protein powders because so many of them have so many heavy metals in them,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
wow.
And those heavy metals can act as blood thinners for when you
Mm.
go through
Right.
surgery. So they're like, hey, we don't have the time to test for every single protein powder. We're just telling our patients, hey, 2 weeks before the surgery, do not drink any protein powders, right?
Crazy.
And she was like saying, yeah, because of the heavy metals in there. So it's really important for us. So our protein suppliers are all high quality protein, highest quality collagen we're using, highest quality whey proteins, and we're testing for these heavy metals for lead, etc. To make sure it's really important for me for the consumer to get the best quality products for that. So
I love
um,
that.
yeah, and then the delivery. So it's taste, it's quality. All these things come hand in hand: branding, marketing, and um, that's the journey. That's the journey.
I love
Sarvar,
that.
you've I'm like looking at the store locator right now, just in Austin. Brother, you got some distro, man.
That's that's
You're in
all that's all self distribution. I'm literally in my truck,
incredible, bro.
literally in
Come
my truck
on, dog.
myself. Yeah, no, so I'm in New York City now because I'm working with a distributor here. We managed to work together. He wanted to take me on board, so we're going to be launching in the New York market. We did a whole event yesterday, which went super well. But I started in Austin because, well, I knew it was a great city to live. I had visited there about 3 years ago, and I knew this was the place I wanted to grow the company out of. And they're very adoptive of new products. The fitness
For
community is
sure.
huge, so many different events, and we've been going to so many of them. But as a new product in beverage, you need distribution, and
Yeah.
no distributor is going to take you on as a new product
Yeah.
without a product market fit. So, cases in my truck, door to
Let's go,
door,
baby.
owner to owner, delivering these cases for the past year now, since May. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, it's
That's
hard to be
incredible, man.
profitable without showing, with just that base layer of showing product market fit. But the long-term journey is like, okay, we've shown product market fit, DDC, self-distribution. You hand it off to the bigger distributors, and you keep going from there. So
Man, this is like just a little, just putting a red light up here. I think you need to be in Austin, Texas, baby, if you want to be on cutting edge of CPG and
Yes,
seeing
sir.
what's happening. I mean, this is incredible, man. You and your truck riding around here and making this happen. Like a 42 some odd stores here in the Austin, Texas area now, expanding to New York City. Man, that's
crazy.
so exciting, brother. Go ahead, Colin.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know I cut you off.
I was going to say, I mean, you touched on a touch, just a second, that, the GLP-1 economy and all of that. Who is your core demographic that you're going after? Because you kind of said that it's not these gym bros, which I thought originally it would be,
So
because it's like perfect macros for that.
Mm-hmm. So the supplement space is so saturated, so it's really hard to break into that gym bro demographic. And initially, that's what we had done, and I had done. We had tabled at different gyms in Austin, Lift ATX, East Austin Athletic Club, all the big gyms there.
Let's
and
go.
we do get traction there, don't get me wrong, and they do love the product. But I didn't think I didn't know of the use cases like the GLP-1s or the Pilates studios that it would expand into. And that was just trial and error
Wow.
over and over again. So I was a target audience myself when I started.
Yeah.
And that's what I initially targeted, but you never know how you're going to expand from that, And yeah, you try to recognize with Beverage, especially. We did a whole customer survey. We probably have around 10,000 customers on Shopify, and we surveyed our top 500. And what really surprised me even more about what, again, when you're doing DTC, you have a specific cohort that's going to purchase more frequently.
Yeah.
Right? It might not be the gym bro, but what really surprised me was that we had converted basically anyone who had consumed a form of caffeine in the past. So it was like, I never would have thought a Monster drinker would convert to Prox, but like 20 to 30% of those customers were Monster drinkers, Alani drinkers, Celsius. I knew Celsius because people who drank Celsius would try to be more fitness oriented. So I knew we'd convert those, but I had never thought Monster, Red Bull, matcha drinkers, people who are consuming coffee. It's essentially anyone who's looking to get better they want a better delivery system for their energy, essentially.
Yeah.
What I realized too is that when people drink an energy drink, they don't feel good drinking it. Like they're like, I don't feel good. I'm drinking a Monster. I love it for the energy, but I don't feel good drinking it. Same with the Red Bull, same with these other, and now it's with Celsius too. It's like, yeah, I'm a Celsius drinker, like but with Prox, people feel good drinking it because you're getting the macros in 20 grams of protein, 90 calories, and you're getting the caffeine. So, and we're trying to brand around that. Like it's a feel good way to drink energy, and that's the breakthrough.
Yeah. I also love the tagline that you use here, protein without the protein bloat, because I have consumed so much whey protein, and then you walk around your house and you're just feeling your gut like explode out just from the whey protein. You feel horrible and you're like trying to decompress. It's the worst feeling ever.
Right. Sorry, go ahead.
The points here that you're making, Sarvar, it's totally the case. I drink way too many. I drink way too many energy drinks, and I don't feel good. I don't feel good. I feel awful. But I feel more awful if I don't drink them. So then I keep drinking them, and then I still feel bad, and I feel more bad, and you get the bloat and all the things. And man, this makes a ton of sense. This makes a ton of sense. I mean, it makes so much sense that I'm literally ordering it right now. And tell me this. I think, man, the Pilates mommies, bro, this is a
Equinox.
Great. Oh, cool. This is a great cohort for you, bro.
Slide me into there.
Great cohort too. How to get into Equinox? Well, each Equinoxes have, depending on the location, they have their own cafes right in the Equinoxes, and they'll have, each region will probably have an own. It depends on the region. Like I know in Southern California, there's a distributor that controls, I think, 10 of the 15 of the Equinoxes. So, and they have cafes that are operated and managed by a third party. Essentially, it's not by Equinox. So Equinox doesn't control the supply chain of the products that get on the shelf there. And you'd essentially have to reach out to each individual one of each region and convince them to get in. We haven't been able to yet. But that would be the next step. We can do the independent gyms, the smaller gyms, and we've done plenty of those. But we're a brand that's been open, a startup that's open for a year, so it's a step-by-step journey. And
I think you are so poised for the incredible influencer that is maybe going on that GLP-1 journey or that fitness journey.
Yeah.
I think freaking home run, because also one of the things that Chris and I talk about on the show, for an influencer category to work where you're seeding to an influencer, it has to be scroll stopping with how you're doing the packaging. This nails that. And so you have this product that immediately grabs your attention when you're scrolling through TikTok. And then if you can talk about that journey, I'm so bullish on this.
Sure. We recently rebranded for that very reason. Our old can, I don't know if you saw the old can before. We just launched this new branded can a few weeks ago. And it's because, I mean, I'm an engineer by background. So I was all about, like, I was able to formulate the product. Branding and marketing was so new to me. Man, now I enter a grocery store, I can't go grocery shopping the same way anymore. Just because if I'm going into a convenience store, grocery store, I'm spending like 20 minutes in there just analyzing all the packaging. I'm analyzing how the consumers grab each product, what type of consumer is grabbing each product, why they're grabbing it, how long it takes for them to grab it. So it's like, it's dangerous for me to enter any store unless I know I got 20 minutes, I'm going to analyze everything. But from the packaging standpoint, what the mistake I had made last year was not thinking hard enough of being eye-catching and standing out off the shelf space. Like, we had the 20 grams of protein up front. We had the flavor, we had the sparkling, because those were the things that was our competitive advantage over all the other energy drinks. But in this modern age, it has to be aesthetic. It has to be scroll stopping. That's how you get the virality. That's how you get the attention. And it's difficult to do that with getting all the components that we wanted to. We wanted to seem fruity and refreshing. We wanted to get the 20 grams of protein in there, and we wanted to not look too much like an energy drink too, a little bit more athletic. And I think we nailed that with that current packaging. It stands out on the shelf. People love it. It's beautiful. And it reflects and it conveys what we wanted from the can. Because with beverages, you have less than 3 seconds to convince a customer to take you off the shelf, in the sea of the rest of the beverages.
Yeah.
So you want to convey the information you need to in under 3 seconds. And I think we did that perfectly with this new can.
That's great.
Brother, while we have been here in this show, I am now a subscriber. Let's
go.
And that may be the first time that's happened. Maybe the first time that's happened. So I subscribed.
I was going to for free, man, on me. I was going to
yeah. Well, this
now he's got even more.
And I guess we got to send for free to Colin first, and then we go.
Let's go.
There we go. And I'll say this, bro. I'll say this, man. The hot Pilates mommies,
my gosh,
I totally get it. They're gonna eat this thing up, and there's gonna be an influencer too that's just gonna talk about this thing, and it's gonna go
explode,
kaboom in NYC and in Austin and beyond. Man, incredible work, brother. And man, I'm excited to see it.
It's tough. It's the most difficult thing that I've done in my life. I've done medical research. I've taken the MCAT. I've worked in manufacturing, worked in different businesses, and branding a CPG product like this, there's no playbook for it. There's no roadmap.
Totally.
Like for everything else, it seems like there was just a roadmap for it. Like you study this material, you take this test, you know what to do. There's specific guidelines for it. For something like this, like something could work here, but it won't work here, and vice versa with anything else. So it's super rewarding when things do work, when a customer is like, I love your product, when we get emails, reviews saying, hey, you really helped me on my GLP-1 journey. Things like that keep you going, and you want to keep going. So
incredible, man. Incredible. Everybody go to drinkprox.com, subscribe.
Subscribe.
I just hit the variety pack. Let's get them all.
Let's get crazy.
Which one. Let's get crazy. See
Let
what
me know
happens.
what you like the most.
All right, we'll do that. Hey, you know what we'll do too? After they get here, we'll do a little
live,
little taste test,
live
on
show.
Test.
Oh,
live on show.
Let's go.
Show. Sarvar, we appreciate you making the time to join us, brother. Distro in New York City coming soon, all over the Austin, Texas area. Go to drinkprox.com. Thank you, brother, and we look forward to having you back, man.
Thank you for having me.